Well, Ron, Halloween is right around the corner.
Yes.
It is easily one of my favorite days of the year. What has been one of your favorite costumes that you've dressed up as?
No question about it. I dressed up as a hockey player. I had a complete hockey outfit because I used to play years ago, and I had the skates, everything on, the helmet, blacked out my teeth. Kids came down the stairs, saw me, they all started crying, ran to their rooms. So I knew it was a good costume.
I'm gonna have to go with, I was Marge one year before it was cool, and there was like the pre-Marge package. That was a pretty good one. Randy Macho Man Savage made an appearance. But we asked our basketball coaches at Media Day what their best Halloween costume was, and this is what they had to say. Ooh.
Gosh.
Halloween trick or treat.
I haven't been to a Halloween costume party in years.
Probably Spider-Man. I actually wore Patty's high school cheerleading uniform to a Halloween contest. So it was both awesome and, in the spirit of Halloween, terrifying.
In Greenville last year I dressed up, but you have to tell me the guy's name. He sings, and he's got the big poofy hair, and he's got the gold chain on.
You looking at it?
Oh, I can't remember the guy's name.
I was probably 29 or 30, and the other assistant and I went out to this party, and he dressed as Flavor Flav with a big clock, and I dressed as Eminem. He was pretty strong back then, so we had a good time that night.
I'm not a Halloween dresser.
Okay, that's good.
I'm scary enough.
Well, we did have a costume party a couple years ago, and I was Uncle Fester from the Addams Family, so that was pretty funny.
I dressed up like him for practice. I come in dancing, and the music's playing over the loudspeaker, and I can't think of what the guy. It's a group.
I had a bad childhood, didn't I?
One Halloween, it was kind of cold outside, and I started putting on different layers. I had on a cape, I had on a wig, I had on glasses, I had those Billy Bob buck teeth in, and I had a whole smorgasbord of stuff, and I just walked out in that. So I got a few pictures of that I burned. I don't have any more, so you can't get those.
The one time, shoot, I really have had a sad childhood. But when we first got to Chapel Hill, Halloween on Franklin Street was a big deal when I was assistant coach there, and so we went up on Franklin Street, and I didn't have any costume, anything, so I just took a bunch of paint and all kinds of other stuff and just threw it all over my clothes, threw it over my face. I have no idea what I was, but I dressed up, darn it, and so that's a good start.
Oh, LMFAO. LMFAO, yeah, exactly.
So it's probably when I wore my shooting shirt and my uniform. My wife told me, she goes, "Kermit, it's amazing," said, "I watched you play for a couple of years, you never took off your shooting shirt." So that was probably the best one. You know, she threw it right back in my face when I dressed up that years ago. I can't fit into it anymore, but I used to could do it.
That was last year's costume, yeah. So I had to bring it bigger this year. Maybe some Miley Cyrus.
Heather, please. Anybody but that. That was fun because Heather is so intense during the season, and she's one of the sweetest women you'd ever meet in your life, and it's kind of fun to watch her open up a little bit.
Yeah, she really did. When we asked her that question, some of the coaches didn't really have, they didn't really have anything.
Yeah.
She was one of them that went gung-ho, and I love it because I love Halloween.
That's her style.